Well, welcome everyone to this week's Everyone's a Little Queer podcast. We have in person Keegan joining us. Welcome, Keegan. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. It's 95 degrees out and you are in sweats and a hoodie. It's not really fall out there,
It's fall.
if you say so.
Yep.
If it makes you happier thinking that it's fall.
Because summer sucks.
Summer is wonderful. Winter is the worst, though.
No.
I hate the cold. I hate snow. You can't go to a pool.
I don't go to the pool anyway.
Yeah. Fair.
I like the lake. Lake is nice.
Yeah. Fair. Well, welcome. How are you today?
I'm doing.
You're doing?
I'm doing.
Yeah. How's everything going in Keegan's queer world?
Still gay.
Still gay? Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You haven't converted yet? Some would think that's kind of bad.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No. Definitely not.
No. So we've talked before about being queer and kind of moving around.
Mm-hmm.
And your home is not here. Like, you wouldn't say you're from here, or you are in a roundabout way.
Well, I was born here, so I'll say I'm from here. People ask that way. But, like, from what would you deem as, like, what's home called to you?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be here.
Where would it be?
I don't know.
Just anywhere.
I think I need to find it still.
On the journey to finding it?
Yeah.
Have you found anywhere close that you're like, this might be it?
I really enjoy, like, the mountains and the forests and not the Great Plains.
So something like the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
No.
Oh.
It's when I lived in New Mexico, it was nice. Like, the scenery and everything else was nice, but the state itself I would call home.
That's fair. I think for me, home's anywhere that's gonna have a beach, and that doesn't snow and it doesn't get cold.
It's snow in New Mexico. When I went in May, my
Yeah.
friend asked me, she was like, should I take my swimsuit? I was like, for what? She's like, the beach. She's like, girl, this is an inland state. This is not
Oh.
This is not a coastal state.
Yes. Geography has failed her.
Yeah. It has.
That's okay. We won't tell anybody, but geography has failed her a little bit there. Mexico, Texas, the whole
Arizona,
everything kind of surrounding.
Don't reach that point to get to California.
I love it. Well, we're not all winners, and we're not, we try hard, okay? Everybody tries hard.
I know, but you've lived a lot of places, and I've lived a lot of places, and
yeah.
So, having the experience of knowing where things are is a privilege.
I think that's part of, like, the fact that we have kind of moved a lot, and so we've been around to a bunch of different places and kind of forced to learn what's around us and know that. I think that helps. I mean, traveling just in general helps anybody learn more about them from just where they are.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's more people need to travel, and that way they can learn about other people and learn about other things.
Be open-minded.
Well, you would think, but some people really enjoy just being in their clothes kind of spots. So
yeah. I feel like for you to be more open-minded when you travel, you can't just go to the touristy places.
Correct. It's going to be like a day.
You have to be around, see some of the people that struggle, see the people that don't struggle.
We like to do, instead of time, to do like a tourist thing whenever we travel for like one day, and then everything else just kind of experience the culture of where you're at or anything like that. I think that's what was our favorite part about when we traveled to like Iceland and stuff. It was, one, so welcoming to just anybody. Everybody was so kind there, and just you could just be yourself, which was amazing. But it was also being able to immerse ourselves in that culture was absolutely wonderful for 10 days.
No, that's a long time.
It's a very long time to be driving every day, hours, and then hiking hours. It was a good. It was
driving fee, so terrible.
Hey, we had some bad cars. They were not the greatest.
Are they smaller?
No. Like we had a Range Rover for the first one. Tire blew on that. We got the tire fixed, and by the next town, the alternator blew. And then they gave us a Toyota 4Runner, which held up the rest of the trip.
I hope so. It's a Toyota.
I mean, it was nice.
Yeah.
It was big. Yeah, it was good. So, and it handled everything well. I mean, the changing weather, the weather there was just so great. It just moved from cold, like it'd just be like sunny, and then you turn around the bend and go back towards inland and just do like a blizzard. And you come back out towards the coast and be like sunny again. And it was just the craziest thing to see out there. So you said you're from here, born here. So your family's around here as well then?
Yeah.
So are you close with your family?
My immediate family, I tend to pick and choose.
Pick and choose? Why is that?
Just some people can't stand to be around for a certain amount of time. Other people, I have a gay cousin. She's great.
Yeah.
I like being around her. I have other cousins that are cool. Other cousins that aren't cool. So it's like.
So is it just like is it because you're gay, or they're just like people you just don't want to associate with?
Yeah. They have their views on things and I have mine, and I'd rather just not be around that. So
the political divide right now is massive. Yeah. So do you find yourself being then more aligned and closer to your chosen family? Do you have that kind of community that you've established?
Not really. I mean, I see you guys more than any of my other friends.
Yeah.
So
that's great.
It's like you guys and my friend Sarah, Gavin. Really just been hanging out with Sarah for the most part recently.
And Gavin and you used to live together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's it going now that you're not? Do you feel like your friendship's healthier than it was?
Yeah. I think we both knew it was kind of strained at some points, but it's back on a good path. So.
That's good.
I haven't seen him much. She lives 3 minutes away. Just I don't get out of the house.
Yeah. Well, you also work a ton, so
yeah.
Also, you're on your feet all day, and then when you get home,
when I get home, I'm home.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I'm not leaving. And it's always that struggle. I'm like, should I go to the store and get dinner? And I'm like, no, I'll just go home. And then I'm like, well, I'm not going to the store.
Yeah. I completely get that. I 100% get that. I tell people all the time that, like, if you want me to go out and hang out with you, you need to tell me before I get home. Because the moment I pull in my driveway, I'm not leaving. I don't want to do anything. I've made it. I'm safe.
I know. Sometimes I'll pull in the driveway or my parking spot, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, do I go to the store? Do I not go to the store? But I'm like, my bed is closer than the store. So
I know. That's what I did today when I got home. I went and laid down, took a nap, and then it was like, all right, now I can figure out the rest of my day. I love it. Well, you kind of alluded to it. You do identify as gay, like cis gay man.
Gay with exceptions.
Gay with exceptions.
Yeah. Some girls, cool. Most girls, blah.
What is it? Some exceptions. Like, what do you?
I think it's more like a personality attraction than like a sexual physical attraction. Like obviously, I feel like you can clearly acknowledge when somebody's attractive, but for guys, it's like, oh, they're attractive, personality, and girls it's more like you're pretty, but your personality gets you further than your looks do.
Okay.
In my opinion. But
okay. So it's
more of a mental connection
with women.
Yeah.
Okay. But you heavily dominate towards men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to a girl since high school.
Okay.
In like 7 years.
I forget you're such a baby. I forget you're such a baby.
When did you graduate? Like 2007? 8? 9?
What, since I was?
Yeah, since you graduated.
Yeah. Whatever, Yes, I technically graduated with my class spring of 2009, but our school had a program where if you had a certain amount of credits and you were done, you could graduate at semester. So I just did my first semester senior year, and then in December when we went on Christmas break of 2008, I never went back. That was it. I just had to work like a certain amount of time. It was like 20 some hours or something like that a week. Was like what I had to say that I was working. But I was working 60 hours a week anyways, because I just worked all the time. So, but it was a lifetime ago, yes, if that's what you're alluding to. We were talking about this at work today. Somebody thought I was a lot older than I was. And I was like, I'm only 34. I'm still young. And they're like, oh, I thought you were a lot older. And I was like, oh my God, no. Why do I give off, I guess, that view or something? I don't know.
Just a grace.
It is, well, I've named each one of them each time I talk to a certain person in my life. So every time I talk to this one individual, I feel like I get another gray hair on me. So
I also feel like it has to do with like how you hold yourself.
yeah, I think maturity. Like I've always been very mature for my age. I've always I've always been like grown up and everything. But I think that's why I find such a good friendship with you is because you age wise, you're a baby, but like mature wise, I think you're a lot older, and I always forget that you are so young. But that's good. I think that's great. I mean, you can see and view the world how you want to see it. So you said gay with exceptions.
Yes.
No girls in the present.
Yeah.
No. Any boys in the present?
There's one. Yeah.
There's one boy.
Yeah.
Who's this?
He's pretty great.
No,
he's very sweet. He's very kind.
Is he from around here?
No, he said he's wanting to move here.
Oh.
So okay.
No, for you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's okay.
What a catch that you have on him.
To him, I'm pretty great. So that's cool.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Older. Your age?
Yeah, 25.
Oh, so your age.
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd you meet him at?
Dating app.
Grindr?
No. No, Grindr.
You don't have Grindr?
No.
Oh.
I haven't been on Grindr in like 2 years.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. It's not my scene.
I definitely think it's nobody's scene. I don't think anybody uses it for what it's supposed to be used for. I think people just get on there.
Because it says
they sext
app,
each other and then they come
like...
and then they get post nut clarity and they're like, whatever, and they log out. Yeah. So or it's all the Republicans that
like the creepy old men. Like, bro,
yeah.
you could literally be my dad. That's so weird.
Yeah, no. I don't want to be with somebody that could be my dad. I don't want to be called daddy. I don't
have grandkids my age. Why are you on here?
Oh my God, no. Block quickly.
Just like as like a 6-year-old, why are you looking at like a 23-year-old's profile and you're like, no.
I know it is a little weird. Yeah, when I was dating before Mark and I got together and got back together, if I saw anybody in their age was like 21, 22, or like younger, it's like 24 was okay, but 23 and younger, if I saw somebody or anything like that, I'd be like, no, thank you. You're a child and a baby, and you still have not figured out life. Just don't talk to me right now.
Mm-hmm.
And now as I've gotten older, I think if I was single, it would be like, no, you have to be at least 30. Don't talk to me if you're not 30.
Yeah, I don't like even. Like, I have some friends now that date younger, and it's like I'm not gonna say like I've tried, but it's more like how I was at 18 is not how a lot of people were at 18.
Yes.
And so like even now I'm like we can be friends.
Right.
Like, nothing else besides that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a child.
It's
even though like when you're that age, you're just like you don't feel like a child, but then it's like I couldn't see myself. Like I don't know. I was 18 dating people my age, but at my age I'm not dating somebody that's 18.
Yeah. Oh, what a hypocrite.
18, 19, 20. I don't know. I just can't do it. Be able to legally drink.
See? Okay, that's fair.
Drink, smoke, legally. Cool.
Yeah, I agree. Also, get your life together.
Yeah.
I think that's the big thing, is get your life together.
Yeah.
So when did your queerness, when did you go, hey, I'm gay with exceptions? When did something hit Keegan and say, internally, I think there's something there?
When I came out as bi. I don't know. I think it's just more, as I've gotten older, just gradually found myself attracted to men more. And, females are still there. They're just not a high priority.
So were you always, like, when did that start for you? Were you like, okay, because a lot of people's awakening comes around the age of like prepubescent, 11, 12 years old? Or were you older than that when you went, oh, I think maybe I like both?
I was in like kindergarten.
Oh, no
Remember,
shit.
like me and this kid named Jacob, like kissed behind the jackets in
Oh,
kindergarten just to see what it was like. And we're like,
how does that conversation start as a
I don't even know. It just happened. But yeah, then I was like, I think it's okay to like boys and girls. And then as I got older and, became more accepting, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I think your generation growing up kind of had a lot more acceptance in the queer community of like seeing it out there, or just being able to say hi, I'm gay, I'm bi, I'm a lesbian, whatever. I think your generation, whereas when I was growing up, there was gay people at our school. We knew who they were, but it was still that kind of like closeted, no, I'm not, or like one or two people very much out. So that was it, and nobody talked about it. And even then, that was in 2006 to 2009 era. And now your generation, I think, is just like, fuck it, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You don't like it, move on.
I think it's a good thing.
It is.
And so many people call it woke and like they say it's like bad and everything else, but it's more like just accepting who you are. That's all it is,
Yeah. No, I agree.
It's like it's not bad,
right.
Just because you're not used to it doesn't mean that other people shouldn't be used to it either.
Yeah. No, I think that's a really good point. Like, that's why I think your generation is, not to say courageous and like stand on a pedestal kind of like courageous kind of moment, but I'm saying that it's like, it's really eye-opening to see. I was picking up Hensley from school a couple weeks ago, and I saw this person who came out clearly in middle school. They're figuring themselves out as well. You could tell they were born male, but experimenting with that femininity. But they had like this shirt on that had the trans flag, and it had all the other pride flags, but it said protect trans people. I mean, there's this 11, 12-year-old walking out of that school like that. You would not see that shit when I was growing up. And I kind of cried a little bit because I was like, how sweet, and like just everyone just doing their own thing, and just that person's just living their life.
Because really is taught like at a young age. Like if none of those other kids are caring, then they're gonna grow up to not care if somebody else is trans or gay or whatever. Like
they're just gonna look and say that person's living their life. Okay, move on.
Just a person.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Person's a person.
So when you came out, was it like did you do like the whole coming out thing, or just out of nowhere one day you were just like, I like boys, I like girls, okay, and then like fucked off outside?
No, I just text my mom.
Kiss the boys behind the door. Text your mom.
Yeah. Okay. Like, hey girl, I'm bi. She said screenshot.
Did you throw a bomb emoji in
she
that?
She just like screenshot it and didn't say anything. I left out the door the next day for school all fast. And then when I got home, they called me to the living room. They're like, oh, it's okay.
Were you so nervous about it, or were you just...
Not really. I think it was more like, I don't know. I think it was like internalized homophobia. And so it's like, I was scared to come out, but I also knew that that's what I liked. And I was like, I didn't really give a shit if they didn't like it.
Okay.
Like if they didn't, what could I do? But I, knowing my parents, there's some doubt because we live in Missouri.
Yes.
But, or grew up there. I came out in New Mexico. But I knew for the most part they'd be fine. They never really cared.
Yeah.
If they saw somebody gay in public or whatever. So.
They didn't. It wasn't like. So what do you think caused that internal homophobia then?
I think it was just, I don't know. I think growing up and like not being taught by them that it's wrong, but like seeing other people and how they reacted towards it.
Whether like family or friends, or just
made myself be like, oh, maybe that's wrong. Like, should I be ashamed of that? Now I just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like,
yeah. Yeah, you're just out here being gay all the time.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, you're getting boys to move to Missouri. Well, I love that. I mean, I couldn't imagine though that struggle of kind of, I guess, constantly going back and forth of, is this okay? Is it not okay? That kind of struggle. How do you get over something? Not to get over it, but how do you like combat yourself enough to go, I'm just going to live myself. I'm just going to be this way. Was it just?
I think it was like, even now I still tell myself, because like I have still a fear of like PDA and stuff.
Okay.
Like personally.
Sure.
And so like I think there's only been one person I've ever been comfortable holding hands with in public. Clearly we're not together anymore. But
Yes.
but I think like getting over it is more of like people are gonna stare anyways.
Mhm.
Not every stare is a bad stare. I'll stare at people. I'm like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
But I'm like, and to them it's probably like, why is this person just staring at me?
Yeah.
But I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh.
Oh,
It's not all
okay.
hateful. And then, the other part of me is like, whenever you see somebody, fall down like in a funny way, not like hurt, but like
Yeah,
flip,
yeah.
and you have like a little chuckle or whatever.
Yeah, you get your 7
Or-
laughs before you help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you see like a crazy crackhead just like doing something crazy on the road. It's nothing that ever sticks in your mind. Like you see it from the moment, you go about your day. You don't
Right.
think about it. And so like that's part of it for me too, is knowing that people are gonna see it in a moment and they're not gonna sit there and revel on it for the entire rest of the day.
Yeah. No, I think that's
99% of the time they're not gonna approach you.
No.
Not gonna say anything.
Well, especially in, I think, the culture and society that we have now, I would agree with you. I don't think somebody's going to come up to you and say anything to you if they saw you holding a man's hand or anything like that. Because people are so much more comfortable being keyboard warriors.
Mm-hmm.
I am protected from my screen and my computer and my phone. And so I could say anything I want to online because there's no repercussion for that. I'm not going to get hit or anything like that.
Right.
But I'm not going to say anything in person now because I'm just not going to. It's that
I can rant about it on Facebook. I saw 2 gay guys holding hands and it bothered me.
Yeah, and they'll go, and they'll go into detail about it, right? Where they're like, I saw 2 gay men walking down this street at this crossroad, and
like
they were wearing this,
why
and it's
is it
like
on your mind that
ingrained.
much? Like, are you gay?
Yeah, it is. You do have to ask them, are you okay? Did somebody show me on the gay doll where somebody touched you?
Like, it just doesn't matter.
Right.
I say that as I, still am worrisome about doing it, but I'm not gonna sit there and revel over somebody else doing it. Like,
no, and I think that's important. I think it's so important to be able to be comfortable with yourself, but also you have limits. If PDA is a limit for you, then that's okay. I'm not a big like physically affectionate person, right? Even to my husband, and my husband's the complete opposite. He loves physical touch. He wants me to like hold him or scratch his back.
I don't either.
Yeah,
I get overstimulated easily.
Yes.
I'm like, we can lay in bed, just don't touch me.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can, obviously, of course, but like a good majority of the time, I get overstimulated.
I'm really good with just like if we're laying in bed, I just put my hand on his arm. That's about as much as I want to do because I get so hot at night too.
Yeah, I run hot. I'm like, I don't want to sit there and sweat. And
yes,
I have one of those like fleece blankets, and so water like does not soak up on that shit.
Yeah,
and so it's like if I'm sweating, I'm gonna feel all the water droplets, and I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't want to feel all that.
Well, and that's even like Mark. I came home yesterday. He was already home, and like came and gave me like this big hug, and I was like, okay, I'm embraced.
I love a hug. I love a hug, but it's like
I
any more than that. Sometimes I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, I can only do so much. I always tell even the kids, it's like Phoenix loves to give long hugs, and I'm like, okay, I am embraced. Thank you. Like that is my phrasing of being like, we are done. I appreciate what happened, but I know you love me. Thank you so much. Moving on.
I got the gist.
Yes, I got the gist of it. So, well, do you see? You said that you don't have a huge chosen family kind of community. Do you hang out with a lot of queer people in that? Or I know you said your best friend that you hang out with her.
Not really.
Not really.
Honestly, a lot of gay people kind of get on my nerves.
Oh, why is that?
I feel like a lot of gay people I've met, at least, it's like they always like treat it like a competition or something.
In what? Like I'm gayer than you?
Like, yeah, like they have to be the best gay around.
Oh,
it's just
okay.
like, be the best gay then. I don't care.
What would being the best gay be like?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I just mind my business. But I don't know, just like growing up in high school, like I didn't really have very many gay friends until my friend Keegan, because he never hit me up in like a sexual kind of way or anything like that. It
Okay.
was just more like, you're a friend and you're also gay. Like,
And that was it.
yeah, and he had no attraction to me. I had no attraction to him.
Yeah.
Like, and that's all there was to it. But then you had, other people. It's like, if you didn't like them back, then it was wrong, or like they'd be mad at you for it, or be petty, or like start to talk shit about you or whatever. It's just like, and I understand, because there's not a big community there in high school, at least where I grew up. I didn't really find more gay people until out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, when you're limited to options and the options you have are all saying no, you might be bitter.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. I think it kind of just prevented me from wanting to be around a bunch of gay people.
Okay.
So it's like, if you're chill, then you're chill.
Right.
And like, if you do too much, or you make being gay your personality, it's like, I don't like that.
Yeah. Like that. I get that. It's kind of surprising though. Just it's almost like the mean girl clique of being gay. No, we wear rainbows on Wednesdays, and it's like you would think that community would try to come together and build each other up, but it sounds kind of the opposite. It was like trying to alienate people that.
Yeah. I think it goes for a lot of things, like a lot of different communities, the black community, or trans community, or gay community. It's like, you have your good seeds, then you have your bad seeds, and the bad seeds always taint the good seeds, and
Yeah.
then, it's like, we're all oppressed.
Yeah.
We're all looked down upon by so many people in society. So it's like, why?
By
Why?
the Christian white males who want to throw the Bible at you for being black, being gay, being trans,
Anything but
anything
white
but
Christian
white.
males.
Yes. I understand it. I
Hide
do
their
get it.
hate behind religion.
Yeah.
Can't stand that.
Yeah. Do you experience that a lot?
Yeah. I always call people out for it. I'm like, you can't sit here and say this Bible verse, and say that being gay is bad, but then you won't gouge your eyes out for eating pork.
Yeah.
Like,
They try to find the mental gymnastics to be like, well, that doesn't mean
you only want
that.
what fits your agenda. You don't want to do the rest.
Yeah.
Like, if it says, I don't know what it says, but like, I know there's something about gouging your eyes out for doing something poor in the Bible that so many people just do normally on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And it's like, but you don't take that seriously.
Right.
But you take everything else seriously.
Or like
So
when it's a woman shall not speak to a man unless spoken to, or something like that. Well, stop talking. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but stop talking. I do agree with you. And I think it's so more prevalent now than it was 10, 15 years ago, where people cherry pick Bible verses for the situation that they're in. It's kind of like when you are doing research for a paper or something, and you're only finding the things that benefit your argument. That's it. And so what they're trying to do is only find the things that benefit their argument to use against, and it is like, marginally used against the queer community.
Yeah, it's like the main premise of being a Christian is to love, no matter what.
Right.
Like, and then you're sitting here being like, you're going to hell. My God wouldn't accept you. Well, your God's also supposed to be the only one to judge, and here you are. So,
right. Yeah.
I mean,
well,
Jesus sat with outcasts at his table, so they would choose me over them.
12 dudes.
Yeah.
A lot of dicks. I do agree with that. And I see it a lot. I grew up in religion. My great grandmother and grandmothers, they were Catholic, Roman Catholic, pray on the rosary and all of that. Mother was something, depend on the wind. She was either Catholic, Christian, kind of in between. And I do think that people who are religious and they can be religious and be there in a Christian or Catholic kind of way, or any religion really. But it's when you start using your religion to justify your hate towards people, that's when I start having an issue with it. I don't care that you're religious. Be religious and believe in what you want to believe. But when you start using it for hate to attack a community that really doesn't want anything to do with you, doesn't give a shit, and that's where I start having issues with it. I mean,
like my cousin, like I've shown you the screenshots. Like he'll go out there and have this whole Bible verse on there, and how he loves people, God this, God that, and and then he texts me, but we need a genocide. It's needed. For what?
For what?
Like, I just like it's just like mind boggling. It's like, and then he sits there and he'd be like, "Well, God's forgiven me for my sins," or "Jesus died for my sins." That's just you not taking accountability. That's not excusing you from your actions.
Yes.
Just because you wanted to repent doesn't mean the weight of your actions is no longer there.
I mean, that's true. And all these people that do heinous things end up in prison, find Jesus in prison, and they think, oh, well, I found Jesus and I'm a born again Christian, whatever. Great. I love that for you. However, do you truly believe that because now you did that, everything is forgiven? It's so wild to me because then you can have people like
you can forgive yourself, but don't expect other people to forgive you because you forgave yourself.
Right.
It's like your actions still affected them. Just because you came to terms with your actions doesn't mean that they have to.
Correct.
So it's like,
well, and I think too that if you want to preach like, queers are going to hell, for what? Because we found somebody we love and we can care about and we can be with?
None of that appeared in the Bible until 1946.
Thank you. That's what I try to tell people all the
It
time.
didn't appear in the European Bible until the U.S. started printing Bibles for Germany.
Correct.
So,
have you seen that documentary?
Which one?
There was a documentary called 1946 that follows. It's a really good documentary, and it follows where and why the change in that Bible happened. Right. And so when people, and I've done this, I've had somebody try to use their religion and use Christianity and the Bible against me. I've read the Bible. I grew up that way, and I took religion classes. I wanted to learn about religion. I wanted to be informed about it. And so when people start doing that, I ask, what year is your Bible published? Just out of curiosity. Anything after 1947 with the change in there to homosexuals, I ignore you because you're reading the wrong Bible. You're not reading the original, in my opinion.
And there's so many different religions that are the same. Like there's 13 different religions where Jesus was either born on December 25th or somewhere around that area, or and rose on Easter. But we're just like different religions in general. Like my friend, he's a Muslim.
Okay.
And it's really not much different than Christianity, besides they follow it way more strictly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't eat pork, don't have a dog inside, like don't do any of these things. But a lot of their stuff is still the same.
Well, even look at like the Quran. The Quran is so close to the teachings of the Bible. And wars are based off religions. It's social wars, culture wars, everything. Everything is based off somewhere in religion. I've always said that if I was going to be religious, I would just be Buddhist. Because Buddhist is just all about enlightenment in oneself, right? Finding the enlightenment in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't really pray to a deity. You have the Buddha, which represents enlightenment. I could sit there and crisscross applesauce and just be enlightened if that's what it is. I think too, though, that if all these people tell me I'm going to hell, I don't think they understand that gays know how to party. So if you put a lot of gays in hell, it's going to be a very fun party.
It also says nowhere in the Bible that hell is hot.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
Maybe it's too cold, though. If that's a problem, I don't want to be there.
It's like, but people are like, burn in hell. Well, just like, when you look up a biblical description of an angel, angel's scary as hell.
Scary.
And then you look up a biblical description of hell, it's just a void.
Right.
Nothing there.
Yeah. Purgatory. Nothing going on.
It's like the back rooms.
Yeah. Yeah, but less glory holes, so.
Oh.
Yeah. I agree with you, and I think unfortunately it's just going to get worse. And this is where we're at in society right now, of being able, we see it on the news. Mm-hmm. You see it in clips. That's just what it is. And I think as the queer community, you have to take every win that we can have. And even the smallest of wins, I think, like a queer people just marrying each other, two lesbians getting married, gay people finding love, or all the small successes that the queer community has, celebrate those as if they were big. Just don't let the fire die out is what we need to do.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard because constantly everything's fighting against us, I think, but I think it can happen. I mean, we got this young generation like you.
I love my generation.
You guys are
So many
wild.
older people hate it, but it's like,
oh, I love it.
I love that we stand up for shit and we don't back down from it.
Well, know? Right. And I think you are a prime example of that, saying, no, if I see some bullshit, I'm calling that out. And I've seen it. And it is the funniest thing to me. I chuckle every time you're like, check this shit out. And it's like screenshot. And it's just like Keegan attacking people. And I'm like, damn.
Like,
I'm like, aren't you supposed to be working while you're
because it's like they people always want to say that, not expecting a rebuttal. But then when you give it back, it's like they stagger and shut down.
Yeah, well, it's that keyboard warrior, right? We talked about. I said earlier, it's that keyboard warrior that I'm safe because I'm behind the keyboard, and you're like, fuck your keyboard. I'm coming for you and all the keys.
Okay. I've always been like that. Like ever since I was little, my mom always every time we go out, and there's like those little like home signs that you see, like the decor signs that like family or like whatever.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Like there was one time we went to the store and there was one that said, "Nah, I'm good," and my mom was like, "I'm gonna get that for you." She's like, "That's so you."
Yeah.
But every time she talks about family or to family about me, and they're like, "Oh, like how is he?" And she's always like, her first thing is like, "He doesn't take shit."
Yeah,
like, he's gonna let you know if it's okay or if it's not okay.
So I met Martin. I met your stepdad first. When I hired his company and everything, and I had my pride flag, and that's when he had told me, he's like, "Oh, my stepson would love this house," and at first I didn't know. I was like, okay. And he's like, "Oh, cool. He's gay," and all this. I'm like, "Oh, cool." Another gay in the neighborhood. And he was telling me, I can't remember the exact situation, the exact story, but essentially somebody had tried to say something to you either about being gay or black or anything like that. And I think the way he worded it, you guys were like somewhere on a sidewalk or something. And he goes, so he walked right up to him and was like, "Say it fucking again in my face." And I was like, he did what? I'm like, he's like, "Oh, he doesn't take shit from anybody." It's like, okay. And now I know you and I've seen it. I'm like, oh no, that's definitely key. That's his personality. That's who he is. It's great.
And sometimes it's just like when people are hateful, it's just funny to me. Like like a color gradient wheel. Like how it's not just one specific color, but you can drag it. I had a jacket like that. Like the entire thing like just looked like that.
Okay.
And so I watched the theater with my mom, my little brother, and my stepdad and my friend Rue. And we were walking in there, and Rue and I, we were ahead. We got out of the car sooner, and we just walked there.
Yeah.
And when we were walking out, somebody was like, "Look at this fag." I just laughed. I just kept walking in.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
It was like, it didn't even, like the jacket, that's not what it even looked like,
Right.
And, I personally hate that just a rainbow itself has become such a political thing.
Okay.
So, because I've seen posts on Facebook where a little girl or a little boy has a shirt with a rainbow on it, and people are like, "Oh, you're teaching them this." It's like, it's a rainbow, dude.
Yeah.
You have it in your Lucky Charms. Like,
and they're magically delicious.
Like, just let it be. Don't make everything something it's not.
Right. No, and kids don't see stuff that way.
They're like, it's colors. That's cool.
It's a rainbow.
Like, I see that in the sky after it rains. Like,
well, I guarantee you, they're thinking a rainbow like pot of gold, leprechaun.
Right.
They're children. They're innocent. They have innocent minds. That's how they look at stuff, and that's how they view it. When you start projecting your hate towards that, yeah, you're like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Why are we 60 years old bullying a 12-year-old on the internet?
Yeah, you confronting those people when you got out of the theater. Mark and I have been to concerts downtown or shows downtown, and you have the Westboro Baptist Church show up. We went to Alanis Morissette a couple years ago. Westboro Baptist Church. There's like 10 or 15 of them out there. And I was like, let's make out in front of them. I think it's great. Let's do it. The show, the headliner, Alanis Morissette, she hadn't come on yet. It was the opener. and I had gone back up to go get another drink and a snack, and I look out the windows, they're gone. They're already gone. I was like, man, you can't even you're not even committed to your hate. You were only here for, and it was cold out. Don't get me wrong. It was like February, snow, a little bit of snow. It was
You're just
cold.
here for the amount of people there,
Yeah.
not because you actually gave a shit.
No. I got downstairs. I got back to the seat. And I told Mark, I was like, they're already gone. He's like, well, what do you mean? They're gone? It's like, yeah, they're gone. They're not even there anymore. The show hasn't even really started yet. And it kind of pissed me off a bit. So I was like, look, if you're going to be hateful, commit to that hate. I want you out there the whole fucking time.
I want to see you when I come back out.
Yeah, I want the God hates facts signs when I walk back out when I'm drunk so I can go over there and take a piss on you or something. Like, come on, commit to your hate. I'm committing to my gay. Commit to your hate.
Yeah. Because they don't go home thinking about it.
No.
Guarantee. If they do, it's just weird.
No, they go, no. Well, if they do, probably doing a lot more other things. I've seen that documentary before, too. It's on Pornhub. No, this has been great. There's so much, I think, in the queer community right now that, like I said earlier, that we get a lot of hate for, kind of from everywhere. You're seeing it. I wouldn't say hate, but you're just seeing the negativity from family and from around. And it needs people like you to call it out and to say, no, fuck that. Stop doing what you're doing. It's important. Hopefully we have more people doing that soon.
I just like when people call it woke. It's like, I didn't know not accepting bullshit was being woke.
Yeah.
Like, I'm standing on business.
Yeah. I think when I was your age or anything, it was just like, yeah, I have no more fucks to give, right? Like, I got no more fucks to give. And somewhere along the line, in the last 10 years, people have really started collecting fucks and giving a lot of it. And I'm like, I still don't give a fuck. I don't care about
me living my life is never going to affect your life. Like,
no, exactly. Nobody, unless you directly do something to affect me.
Right.
What you do is what you do, especially behind closed doors, especially in the house with whomever, or
you being a Christian conservative over there.
Yes.
I could give a shit.
Right.
I'm not going to sit here and make it known that I'm gay. I'm just living my life. If you ask me, I'll tell you. Sure.
Right.
But I'm not going to go out of my way to be hateful towards you because you're Christian and conservative.
Yeah. I've always
told... It doesn't affect me.
Right. It doesn't affect you. And I've always told people that I am an open book. However, I'm not the kind of person that's just going to open the pages and start reading to you. But if you ask a question, I'll tell you what's in it.
Yeah.
You know, I have no problem doing that. So, well, we've talked kind of about the queer community itself, kind of where you see a little bit, kind of not a negative view at times about it, but what do you see as, like, do you think there's any misconceptions then? Like, maybe something the other side, let's say the other side can learn to really go, hey, this isn't what you think it is, right? This isn't how the mainstream media is portraying our community.
We don't shove it down people's throats.
I agree with that.
Like, it's not an everyday thing, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, there's some people that are just more extravagant than other people. It's not shoving it down your throat, you know? Like,
sort of guilty.
But, like, I don't know, you see some things where people will be hateful, but then other people will rally behind the person being hated on, and then it's like, oh, now they're trying to shove it down my throat. It's like, no, they're protecting other people.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, most people that you walk by, you don't give a shit. Don't give a shit if somebody you walk by is gay.
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea Mark was gay when I first met him. No fucking idea. And our friend Megan, after we all went out to dinner one night, she goes, so what'd you think of Mark? And I was like,
what about Mark?
Yeah, I said, okay, yeah, he's cool. Why? Well, he likes you. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, he's gay. And I was like, what? Because I had no idea. I didn't know. And I didn't care. And not in a negative way, but I just didn't care. Like, I wear my pride shirts. I have my stuff on my car, you know, stuff like that, like my stickers. I have our pride flags. My house definitely says, hi, this is some queers live here. So be cautious if you walk up. But I also feel that those have been a deterrent because I don't ever get people to ring my doorbell to tell me about the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I take it as a win. It's a win-win in that opinion. But, well, as we wrap up, I do like to ask everybody this, just their opinion on what does pride mean to you as a person?
Just do you.
Just
Don't
do
be
you.
ashamed of it. Like,
Just kind of
fuck it.
yeah.
I don't know. It's not something I actively think about. Like, I'm not ashamed of myself.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody should be ashamed of themselves for being who they are. You know, whether people accept it or not, you have to live with you. They don't have to live with you.
Right.
You can move out. You can do whatever. Like, your life is gonna go on with or without them.
Yeah.
So it's like, as long as you accept you, that's what matters. It's not the validation other people give you.
I think that's important. I think we strive as a culture and a society right now for so much external validation and wanting everybody to see me and accept me for me. And it's like, do you accept yourself for yourself? Just like you said, be prideful in yourself. Are you prideful in yourself?
Most days.
You're a boss bitch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're out here just attacking everybody who's attacking everyone else.
I'm like, because I can't stand the bully. I hate a bully.
Yeah. Did you experience a lot of bullies growing up? Is that why it was like, I'm not dealing with this as an adult? Fuck it.
I'm not necessarily gonna call it bullying, but I wasn't as outspoken. Like, I've never given a shit.
Okay.
But now that I'm an adult, I'm just like, you don't need to. Like, just shut the hell up. Like, just let that person know. Like, we all have our opinions, but your opinion doesn't need to be said out loud.
Agree.
Like, just shut up. That's not affecting you. You're gonna go home just fine. I'm gonna go home just fine. Like, you don't have to be hateful to these people. You don't have to tear somebody down. Feel better about yourself.
Why do you think people do that? Why do you think so many people are like, it's so easy in our culture to, like I said, especially
I
with
think people
social
just
media.
want to feel something.
You think so?
Yeah, like, whether it's to get a rise to somebody or just, have their thoughts be known. And I feel like that's a lot of it. They haven't shared those thoughts to people before, like, whether they're negative or whatever, but then they project it, and it's in a hateful way. And it's like, you just don't need to.
I agree. I always think that if you're attacking me for my queerness or whatever it may be, there's probably some underlying internal homophobia there. Probably a little bit gay or a little bit queer. So that's why we
I don't
named
even
the podcast
necessarily
like
assume somebody else is, gay or queer. I'm just like, just learn. Learn about it. If you learn, like, just with everything, if you learn about it, you're gonna have a different outlook.
Right.
And whether it's positive or more negative. But it's like, at least you took the time to learn, and it's like, these people aren't bad people. Like,
you're right. Oh yeah.
These are your friends. These are your coworkers. These are, just because you don't think so because they haven't outwardly said it, it doesn't mean it's not them. But then,
there's a really good episode of Keegan that encapsulates everything you just said. They're both working in an office, and one is that kind of that gay that very projected gay, right? Penises all over their cubicle. They got the hair, they got the straw. They're looking at their nudes from the weekend on the phone. And then the other one is just like in business attire and just has a thing and just not paying attention to that and just like whatever, ignoring it. The overly gay one's like, oh, you're just a homophobe and like going off and everything. And the one in the dress, like the business attire, gets up when their boyfriend comes in and just the shock on his face, right? Is like, oh, I'm not being persecuted. I'm just the asshole. And I'm like, that right there just encapsulates everything that you were saying of just like, you don't know who's queer, who's straight, and who's ever. What does it matter? Just go live your life and let them live their life. Yeah.
Just like the person for who they are, not who they fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, even so, that's part of who they are. But it's like, you just don't have to. You don't have to say anything.
No, just let them do that.
Because it's not gonna affect your guys' relationship and how it is. Just because you found out they're gay, it's like, you let it affect it. It doesn't affect it. You just let it affect it.
Well, how do you think somebody, like, if that happened, if let's say you come out to a friend, I haven't experienced this. Again, everybody I've grown up with has been very kind of all like-minded people. Most of my friends are somewhat a little bit queer in some sort of way. We're all kind of there on the spectrum in some sort of way. But if you were to come out as like that and lose a friend over that, I mean, how would you feel about that?
I mean, I've lost a friend over it whenever it happened. Honestly, I wasn't tripping about it too much.
Yeah.
It's just like, I have all these people that stayed. Let the ones that want to go. You know, they literally nothing about you has changed besides that they know that now you're gay.
Right.
And it's not like that hasn't been the case the entire time. They're just knowledgeable of it. And now they're like, I don't like you anymore. And it's like, okay.
Okay, move on.
Like, nothing has changed. You're never going to be the issue because you're being who you are.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Like, you're going to have haters either way.
True. Yeah.
So it's just like, yes, it hurts, but those aren't the people that are meant to be around you.
I think that's a good way to look at it. That's a great way to look at it. You have the people that are meant to be there. And that's what I think that's what we try to do, is just be there for each other in a positive way.
And I think, at least in that scenario, I think we all somewhat know which friends would be the ones to leave.
Yeah.
And I think the ones that hurt are the ones that you're surprised that left. But for the most part, most people will give you signs of who they are.
Yeah.
And believe them. If somebody shows you who they are, believe it.
Yeah.
Don't try to make excuses for them.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever done that. I think I've been very much a person that's been like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
I don't like you. I don't want to be around you.
Cool.
Yeah. And I have no qualms with it. Like, you're not somebody that's healthy for me. Thank you. Next.
Like, I'm still gonna be nice to you. I just don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that happened with Mark and I just last week at the grocery store. We saw some people that we're no longer friends with. They're like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" And I went, "Yeah, I'm good, thanks." And I just walked off. Kept doing what I was doing. Kept shopping. I don't have to sit there and talk to you. I owe you nothing in my life. I'm also busy. I have shit to do.
You have no obligation to anybody but yourself.
True. Well, and my husband. He's needy, so. But it's okay. I enjoy it. Well, Keegan, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I appreciate it. This was wonderful. I enjoyed it.
Again.
Yeah. Again. Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, but nobody knew that we had to redo this. Shh.
Cut. No.
Well, I loved it. Well, thank you so
fun.
much, and I appreciate it. Thanks for everyone for listening to Everyone's a Little Bit Queer, and we'll see you next time.